Morning student, welcome for today's science class in 7th. Beta, we are on the chapter 10, that is respiration in organisms. As we all know, we have done respiration in human beings. We have discussed it and we have done 2 activities also. Further, we are continuing with the respiration in other animals, beta. And even we are going to do the respiration in plants also. Let's start, beta. Yes, beta, let's continue with the differentiate between combustion and respiration. Okay, combustion and respiration. So first parameter is energy. Energy is released in a single step in the form of heat and light. And in respiration, energy is released in steps and stored in chemical molecules called ATP. That is adenosine triphosphate, and energy rich molecules which can be used wherever needed. Next parameter is temperature. It occurs at high temperature, that means combustion occurs at high temperature, and in respiration it occurs at body temperature, beta. Okay, now place we are talking about, it can occur anywhere. Combustion, we are doing a fire or lighting a fire, it can be done anywhere. But in respiration, it can be take place only in living cells. Okay, now next parameter is rate. It is a fast process. So combustion is a fast process, and respiration, it is a slow process. So all these 4 steps we have done: energy, temperature, place and rate. This you have to learn the combustion and respiration differentiate between with following these parameters, beta. Next differentiate is breathing and cellular respiration. We have already discussed many times about the breathing and respiration. Let's continue with the differentiate. First parameter is process. It is a physical process in which exchange of gases take places. That means we are taking in oxygen and giving out carbon dioxide. And cellular respiration, it is a biochemical process, beta, in which the breakdown of food take places. And in breathing, no chemical changes take places. You should be familiar with these terms. Okay, next parameter is energy. You see, but when breathing process is done, only the exchange of gases take places. So energy is not released in this case. But in cellular respiration, food is break down. That's why energy is released in the form of ATP. Okay, that's, you can write ATP. Okay, now next is occurrence. Occurrence, it occurs inside the cell, where breathing is taking place outside the cell, and cellular respiration, it is taking inside the cell, like in the cells like mitochondria and all. Enzymes are not involved in case of breathing. Enzymes are involved at certain stages of respiration because breakdown of food is important. And you all know salivary amylase and bile juice, all these are the enzymes that help them for the breakdown of food. Okay, that's all with the differentiate between, beta. Let's discuss the MCQs. I have given you in the homework. I hope you all have filled this. During inhalation, the ribs are pushed, that is upwards, or you can say outwards also. During exhalation, the space in the chest cavity decreases. And in which activity in the breathing rate is fastest? Yes, what will be your answer? During running. The oxygen of the air diffuses out from, yes, that's alveoli. As the air passes through the nasal cavity, it becomes warm. Okay, this is the MCQs I have given you earlier. You can cross check the answers. Next is respiration in other animals. Different animals breathe through different part of their body. Of course, we are going to do respiration in lower organisms, respiration in insects, respiration in earthworms, frogs and fishes. Let's discuss about beta respiration in other animals. This is the topic I'm going to discuss with you. Like respiration in other animals we are talking about, or lower animals, that involves amoeba and paramecium. Both of them are unicellular single cell organism. Okay, and their respiration take places, or we can say the exchange of gases take places through cell membrane. These are the notes that I have prepared for you. You can learn these notes also. Okay, so respiration in insects we are talking about, but see, in other animals like amoeba and paramecium, it take places by the diffusion method. Okay, that is take places the exchange of gases. But respiration in insects such as grasshopper, cockroaches, it is take places through trachea, and trachea that is spread in the whole body of the insect. Okay, in which what happened, the oxygen rich air enters through spiracles, and spiracles are like air tube which are having a tiny openings on other side of the body. So spiracles, then trachea, it is going to trachea and then diffuse into body tissues. After that, it reaches to the cell, and the oxygen will break down the food. We all know that in the presence of oxygen the food has broken down, and it will broken down the food, and the energy and CO2 goes into trachea tubes and moves through spiracles. That means spiracles are those which involves the intake of oxygen and giving out of carbon dioxide. Through this method the respiration take places in the insects, like with the help of trachea and spiracles the respiration take place in insects. Now let's talk about the respiration in frogs. We all know frogs live in land and live on land as well as live in water. So they breathe through lungs on land and they breathe through moist skin in water. So they are breathing both the ways. Let's take about the fishes. Yes, the fishes breathe through gills, and gills are on the both side of their head beta. Okay, they breathe through water intake. As they are taking in water, the oxygen what is dissolved in the water, they are taking it. That is, now that oxygen what they have taken with the water was sent it to gills. Okay, and after that it's going to further processes. See, we'll start again. It is going with the mouth, then it is going to the gills. Now after gills it is dissolved in the blood vessels. Okay, and sent to all part of the body. Means if it is dissolving in the blood, agar oxygen dissolve ho rahi hai blood mein, then it is going to all part of the body. And then what will happen after that, the CO2 will comes out and it again come out through the gills and then to mouth, and it is expelling out in the water. Okay, so this is what expelling out in water we have done. I think it was clear to you about the other organism we have discussed. So now we are discussing about the respiration in plants. Okay, we are doing this respiration in plants. Respiration take places in oxygen as well as giving out. But now let's continue with the respiration in plants. Respiration in plants, we all are aware with this because we have done this in our last chapter, first chapter also. Respiration in plants, because plants take CO2 and they are giving out oxygen. This take places through the method of transpiration, that is exchange of gases, and during this the plants get energy through the breakdown of glucose. Okay, as we can say food also. Now what happen in leaves? Stomata is there on the leaves. We all know stomata is there on the leaves, and exchange of gases take places. Which gases we are talking about? We are talking about CO2 and oxygen we are talking about, beta. So in leaves, exchange of gases take places through stomata, and the roots, how they take places? It take places through the root hairs, we can say, as they are absorbing the air from the soil, beta. And in the soil particles, little bit space is there, and the level of oxygen and CO2 and other gases were there. So exchange of gases can be take places through the soil, and oxygen diffuses out into root hairs and release all the cells of the roots. सभी cells, root के सभी cells में distribution होगा, and you will get, plant will get the CO2 gas. Now CO2 produced during respiration goes through the root hair by the process of diffusion. I have written here also, I have mentioned this, how it is taken by the plant's roots. Now next we are discussing about the woody stem. Hard and woody stem of big plants and trees have lenticels. These are lenticels. I have shown you the pic also in the starting of the video. What are lenticels? So you can take the lenticels, see the lenticels from there, and it is taking place through the lenticels. At the night, what will happen? The respiration will take places, and in the daytime both photosynthesis as well as respiration take places. And in the lenticels, what will happen? The exchange of gases will take places, that is oxygen and CO2 are taking place in the lenticels, means exchanges of gases were taking place in this. And in the daytime both will take place, as plant will prepare their own food with the process of photosynthesis, and the exchange of gases will also take places through the method of respiration, or we can say transpiration. Both are same. Okay, so it is clear with this chapter, beta. We have done with the plants and animals. So prepare this. You can take the help of these notes also. I have sent you in the PDF. Prepare well, and let's discuss in the next class the exercises. Please practice with yourself these exercises. Till then, thank you. Have a nice day.